One of the biggest questions that ex-Jehovah's Witness community has asked me in all my 12 and a half years of being away from the religion is, do I still believe in God? I want to start out this video by saying that I feel more connected to a higher power, God, the divine, the universe, whatever it is you want to call it, a million times more today in my life than I ever did as a Jehovah's Witness. So now I want to talk about two things. We have spirituality, or a connection to God, or something bigger than you. It doesn't even have to be God, it could be just something bigger than you. Because I think a lot of people have this stigma or concept of God, and I just want to throw that idea out there and just think about something that's bigger than you, that's out there in the universe. We have spirituality, your own connection, whatever that means, to the divine or God or the universe, and then we have religion. So religion serves a purpose, in my opinion. It creates space for people who want and need rules to follow, which is most people, frankly. Most people need a moral compass, a set of rules to follow. There's also this other part of religion that people don't talk about so much, and that is the disconnection that people have that are very religious. I'm not just talking about people that go to church for holidays. I'm talking about people that are really religious, that throw their burdens on Jehovah or throw everything on God and pray all the time and really have a disconnect from themselves. See, this is what I believe in. Religion can be very similar to a drug like heroin or cocaine because it numbs you. It doesn't allow you, again, this is for very religious people, it doesn't allow you to feel your feelings, because feeling your feelings can feel very intense and very, very overpowering. So instead of feeling your feelings, feeling your emotions, feeling a lot of the pain that people have had from their past experiences, they throw everything on religion, and they throw everything on Jehovah, and God is going to fix everything, and God is going to make everything better, and I don't have to think for myself. I don't have to do all the hard work. I don't have to feel my feelings. I don't have to feel all the pain that I've experienced in my life. We're just going to throw all of that onto God. God is going to fix everything. Anyone I've ever met who is a strict person in any denomination of any kind of religion, they are so closed off from themselves and their instincts and their own beliefs and their own moral compass that they've thrown everything and dealt in a way that is disconnecting them from themselves, and have just allowed man to, again, religion is all man-made, so allowing men to make all the rules and the way that their life should be, and that works out for them because most people don't want to think for themselves, because it's difficult to think for yourself, but it's also really exciting. I feel connected to, and I said this in a previous video I made a couple weeks ago, but I feel like God or the universe or the divine, whatever you want to call this being, speaks to me on a daily basis. It pushes me into the person that I'm becoming and am currently. It helps me feel grounded. It helps me feel loved. It helps me feel comforted. I always feel like I'm protected from bad things or evil people by this powerful force. It has brought me to where I am today, and it has also shown me people that should stay in my life and should not stay in my life. It's this, again, this power that's bigger than me has really brought me into connection with myself, and has really allowed me to have deep compassion around everything I've been through, and not just myself, but about my family and their situation and other people in my life that have chosen not to connect with me anymore. And it's just brought me into this level of peace and connectedness to other people in a deep and meaningful way, and also allowed me to connect with the world around me. Because the more you know yourself and can connect with yourself, the easier it is to connect with other people. So when people have a hard time connecting with others, it's because they have a hard time connecting with themselves, because we are a mirror of people that we come across. So if somebody, I'm a very open person. I thrive with deep and meaningful conversations. And I can tell when somebody is disconnected and kind of shutting me off, then I realize that it's not about me, it's about that person. But I've grown to recognize that within myself, because I feel that through not only myself, but through the power of God and the universe, I've just been really able to tap into my world and to really connect with myself. Again, this is my specific version of connecting with God or the universe or the divine, whatever you want to call that being that's bigger than us. And I understand that a lot of people, once leaving the organization, tend to go into the atheist or agnostic route. I would love for those people to get curious again, because I can understand that once you leave an isolated religious group like the Jehovah's Witnesses, you no longer believe in God, or maybe even something bad happened in your life where you don't believe in God anymore. Now, if you get really curious about that and just say, you know what, do I believe something bigger than me exists out there? And if the answer is maybe, like getting curious about that, what that looks like for you. Also, we have these two different paths in life. We have this path of fear, and then we have this path of love and openness. So the fear is more closed. Your heart is closed. The world is a scary place. Everyone I come across, I don't know if I trust them. And then we have this other path of open-heartedness. There are good people also out there in the world, and I feel connected to myself, and I will allow other people to connect with me when given the opportunity. So these two paths are in correlation with each other. When we follow this path of love, this is, in my opinion, this is where God and the universe and the divine rest. This is where they are. This fear, this way of fear, this is where religion sits. So again, it's quite a choice to choose which path we want to follow. This path of fear is also a place where a lot of people live that have had a lot of deep traumatic experiences in their life, and they don't know who to trust and what to believe in, not only from the religious point of view, but because of their past. And this way of love and openness is more for the people who are curious and have worked through some really hard emotions in their life, and or are currently working through hard emotions in their life, and they know that they've been a lot, and they no longer want to be the victim of their circumstances. They want to take all the responsibility of themselves and everything that they've been through and walk down this path of open-heartedness. And they understand that it's going to be difficult and there's going to be challenges, but they're ready to open themselves up to opportunities and what life might present to themselves. Again, this for me is where spirituality lies versus where religion lies. Religion is very closed and confined, where this path of love and unity is where God exists. In my opinion, religion and God do not coexist in the same way that spirituality, love, and connectedness exists. It's a little bit of a different model here, because God connects with you more when you're connected with yourself. Again, I hope all this message makes sense to you. This is just my beliefs, my theories, and if this resonates with you, awesome. I'm sending you love, acceptance, lots of peace, and so much curiosity on this path of finding out who you are outside of the Jehovah's Witnesses. And also sending you so much love. Till next time.